I believe that it is a high time to fight for our own right, our own spot. People do not or did not expect me to win because I was competing against a professor and I was competing against a manager.
Hello and welcome to Newslaundry and the News Minutes joint election coverage. I'm here in Mizoram and today we have with us Baryl, who is contesting in the Aizawl South-III constituency from a ZPM ticket. Elections are just days away and she has been campaigning, but she's going to speak to us a little bit today about ZPM's campaign and about being a woman in politics in Mizoram, which does not have great representations of women. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you indeed. Thank you very much.
So I just want to start by asking, what has your experience been like being a woman standing for elections here?
Well, I believe I have quite a story to tell, but let me cut it to the chase. It has been a very, very great experience, and I'm learning every day. I'm growing every day. So life is basically it's a lesson for me, and I think, yeah, I'm one of the few female candidates out here and also pretty young. If I'm not mistaken, I'm the second youngest amongst all these other candidates. So it has been very challenging.
So, Mizoram is a state that has more female voters than men, and I think the literacy rate is the second highest in the country. But when it comes to politics, it does not fare very well. Right now, there is no woman in the house, and I think since the formation of the state, only 4 women have been MLAs, and I just want to know your take as someone who is standing for elections this time and as someone who has grown up in Mizoram. Why do you think that's the case?
Well, I think it's because of the history that we're holding. Being born and brought up in a patriarchal society, in a male-dominating society, this is one of the main reasons. But we're in the 21st century, so I believe that it's time to make a new history. So I'm just stepping out my foot and trying my best to have more women representation, not just in politics, even in the church, in the denomination, and even in a business field. I believe that it is a high time to fight for our own right, our own spot. Now that I'm here, now that the ZPM is giving me ticket, this is my first time. I'm a first timer, and I just believe that we can open more doors for female. But like I said, maybe due to the lack of support from the male, or maybe the concept that we have that women belongs to the 4 walls inside the house, maybe those are discouraging us.
So I think about 10 days ago, there were some protests by student bodies against 2 women candidates, one from Congress, one from BJP. So BJP, the woman is no longer contesting from the BJP ticket, but the Congress is still supporting her. And this was because I think they married non-Mizos. Why is this an issue even now? I mean, the husband is not the one contesting, the woman is. What do you think about that? Because this has happened in the past as well.
Yes, it does. So maybe I'm not quite sure on this the concept that they brought out, or the slogan that they raised, because I was so busy campaigning, but I've heard about it. And also the CEO, if I'm not mistaken, the CEO of the Election Commission have rightly stated that she have the right to participate, she have the right to be candidate. So I think there are some kind of misconception or misunderstanding. Yes, but about the BJPs, I think, being here in India, being under the Constitution of India, there are rules, and there are hard and fast rules. There are protocol to follow. So if as long as they follow that, as long as they fit into that category, then there are no problem. But yeah, they need to check the facts first, and they need to check their evidence and their proof first. So if their husband, their partner, their spouse are like rightly under the Constitution of India, rightly the citizen of India, then I don't think there should be a problem. But if they are not, if there is some problem, or if they cannot fit in under that Constitution or under that rules, then I think they should know when to withdraw.
Yeah. ZPM has really been making a wave. A lot of people are talking about it. What has been the main strategy that has made this happen? Because this is the first time ZPM is fighting an election as a party together, and it's already the main party everyone's talking about. So what did you all do right?
Well, Now we have come into statehood since 1986, and there has been election from there on. So counting from there, I think it's been 36, 35, 36 years. And we didn't say that there are no development in the state. We didn't say that we don't have good roads, we don't have a vehicle, we don't have transportation. But what we say is that we need to grow from where we are today, because we have seen the other states, how much they have grown. And we want that kind of growth. We want that kind of development. So ZPM is promising them to take them to the new land where those kind of development like those kind of development haven't been here. So we need to have that, because if it's achievable in other states, then we can have it here. If they have healthcare facilities, then we can have it here too. So we just, we keep on bringing the slogan that we want it to be more developed, we want it to grow more, because we wanted to make opportunities, we wanted to have more jobs, because we wanted to create more revenue or earn more revenue. So there are a lot that we have, a lot of technical lines that we have touched as well in our policy and manifesto. But yeah, to sum it up, it's just that the wind of change is blowing and people are having high expectations on us.
Even the political parties in Mizoram do not field a lot of women. I mean, even ZPM has besides you, there's only one woman who they have fielded. So why do you think that is? And do the leaders of the parties also need to, do a better job at representation?
Well, yeah, it could be that, but also now that we're talking about women reservation in the upcoming election, so 33%, and when we think about that, 33% of a women reservation, who's going to fill that? Do we have enough women? Do we have potential women? So it kind of like rightfully depends on us as well. Just because there's a reservation doesn't mean we should become a politician. We should first have the heart to go for it, to serve the people and the state. First of all, the women of the country, the women of the nation have to be ready to represent the constituency, to represent the nation, or it could be the state. So I believe that if there are many female who are fit enough to be here, who are fit enough and who have the potential to be here, then I believe that the other party would also be opening great doors for them. But you first have to build yourself and first have to show that you're interested in this.
Sure. And when you have been campaigning for months now, do you think it is more challenging? Do you think you have to convince people that you are capable even though you are a woman? I mean, that should not be a sentence that anyone should be saying. But do you think that is a challenge or perception you have to fight?
It's politics, it's a competition. So the other party, instead of talking about me or what I have done in the past, they talked about the gender that I belong to, saying that the male in the society and community doesn't want to be under the female. So I have to address on that from time to time. But I always tell them that I even speak in front of public. I do take a lot of street campaign and a lot of a time to speak, because I'm one of the star campaigners in ZPM. So I always tell them that I'm not here to rule over you. I'm not here to surpass anyone. I'm not here to give orders. I'm here to work for you. We're gonna work hand in hand. We're gonna do everything together. Once they understood the concept and once they understood the mindset that I have, the political will and the vision and the motives that I have, then they're very supportive of me. But yeah, like I said, there are 26 towns and villages out here. I can't just go on and clarify myself that we're here to work hand in hand. I hope they get this. I hope they watched where we performed and the platform that we have, and I hope they definitely do change their mind about this conception.
Thank you so much. Mizoram will be voting for 40 seats on November 7th, for which results will be announced on December 3rd. Stay tuned for election stories from us. To continue reporting on the 5 states that are going into elections, we need your support. Help us bring you these stories by contributing to Newslaundry and the News Minutes Joint Election Fund. Head on to newslaundry.com/election fund and select a contribution amount of your choice. Because we're stronger together and we're even stronger with you.
Newslaundry and
The News Minute
will be hitting ground zero together, where our team of reporters and producers will bring you authentic and nuanced election coverage.
So contribute now.
Log on to newslaundry.com/election fund and help us make election coverage great again.
Because we are stronger together.